Good afternoon and welcome to another Vigliano, and I'm the founder of Bianca's Kids, a South Jersey-based nonprofit organization that grants wishes and provides basic needs to children. With me today is our two extremely special guests, Michelle and Gia. Say hi, Gia. And Michelle and Gia are here because we granted a wish in December of 2013 for Giovanna. And one of the reasons why we wanted to bring you this show was not only to talk about our nonprofit and the work that we do, but to actually give you the background stories that come along with some of the wishes that we grant. And Michelle and Gia are here to talk about an amazing wish that we granted for them. Giovanna, hello, Missy. Hi, how are you? And Gia, I wonder if you remember back in December, a couple of years ago, when you made a wish for Christmas, and if you can tell me what that wish was for.
My wish was for to get a house for me and my mom.
Your wish was for you to get a house for you and mom, and that's exactly right. And Michelle, you are the proud mother of this gorgeous girl who stole all of our hearts.
Yes.
And Gia is 100% right. She made a wish to someone who got a wish to us at Bianca's Kids, and Gia's wish was for a home. You see, at the time, Gia and Michelle were homeless, and they were living in a Volunteers of America shelter in Camden, right, Michelle?
Yes.
And so, what I want to ask you is, when you found out that Gia had made this wish, and that Bianca's Kids was trying to work on making this wish happen for you, what did that feel like?
Oh my goodness. It felt like unreal.
Really?
Like it was just a dream, and it was amazing.
So then my question to you is, when someone is, and I imagine that any of us, including myself, could very easily be in the position that you and Gia were in at the time that she made her wish to Bianca's Kids. Are there, other than the shelter that you're living in and the resources they offer you, are there other nonprofits or other people that are out there that offer help to you when you're in a situation like that?
Yes and no. There's a lot of organizations out there, but you have to pretty much going through. I had to go in through social services.
Right.
So at that time, it was just the one shelter, Volunteers of America, I had to deal with.
Okay.
I didn't have a choice to pick which one I can go.
And so there's not like a lot of people saying, hey, we're here, let us help you do this, let us help you do that.
No,
Would it
no,
have
they're
been-
very hushed about that. I mean, sometimes it's word of mouth, but I found out it was just I had to deal with the Board of Social Services pretty
Right.
much,
Right.
and it was a nightmare. I mean, no one doesn't want to go through that. We were in a shelter for about 10 months, and through that time, we had to go to another shelter. It was in Glassboro, still Volunteers of America, but we had to switch and come to Camden
Mhm.
for other reasons. We're closer to our families and everything like that at the time. So,
I mean, it's hard enough to raise
Yeah.
a young girl, but to have to
Yeah.
raise a child
and
in a shelter has got to be incredibly
yeah,
difficult.
it was. Her behavior was changing. Being
Right.
around other people was a lot of negativity there. We wouldn't really spend our time there. We had curfew hours. You had to be out the door by like 7 o'clock, and then you come in, and curfew to come back in is 11 at night. So between them hours, we weren't there pretty much at all because it was so depressing. And it seemed like there were some people they wanted more, but there's different situations, but to me it was just a whole place of really
I imagine.
depressing.
Depressing.
Just go out and do stuff, whether it's just to go to the park, read a book, listen to music, anyway, just to get away from that. I don't want
So
anyone to go
great.
through that. It's a very tough time. And also while I was in that, another thing I did to free up my time, to take some time away from that, I know I needed to better myself for my daughter and ourselves. I went to school.
Right.
I went to a trade school, and I picked up a trade. I went to school for cardiovascular technician, and they're the ones we're ones that do, we monitor heart rhythms, we do EKGs, a little bit of phlebotomy in there, and I picked up a skill, and if it wasn't for
I
that,
want to stop you there because that was one of the reasons why we chose to grant Giovanna's wish.
yes,
Now, as you can imagine, we get, thousands of wishes a year. When this wish came through from a 7-year-old child who was wishing for a home for Christmas, I mean, it's impossible to say no,
yeah,
but it's also extremely scary because we
Yes.
needed to rely on a lot of people for help to facilitate this. We needed to rely on some of the state agencies,
Yes.
the Board of Social Services, and things like that. But we knew that this was a wish that we were granting. We had heard through some background checking that we do and through some interviews with you, we realized very quickly that this isn't what your stereotypical, homeless mother and child were, or at least what what people believe or perceive as what a typical single mom would be. Michelle was going to school, was trying to better herself, as she stated, and was going to school from the shelter, was taking a bus to and from school to try to better herself, to try to better her situation, while Gia was going to school in another city.
through a cab by herself.
And that was, okay, Gia was
Yes.
being taken from Choose Elementary to Camden, back and forth via a cab, which told me, this was the part that scared me so much. As a mom, I was so afraid for you because I thought anything could happen to this child in
Yes.
this 25-minute transportation to and from the shelter.
Yes.
And so this, along with Miss, you remember Miss Morel. Miss Morel was Gia's teacher at the time, and she was the one that brought this wish to us and told us that Gia had, made a wish to Santa Claus, and she let us know about it, and she was pivotal in making this wish happen. It was really all of her efforts that we owe what transpired. But it was because we realized that this was a family that not only deserved a helping hand, but appreciated it more than, gosh, anybody we know. We knew there was so much promise here. And we also knew that if we were in that position, which could so easily happen, we would want somebody to lend a helping hand to us. And so thanks to many people, including social services and freeholder Doug Long and Miss Morel and all the board of directors of Bianca's Kids, a few days before Christmas in 2010, we were able to help Gia and Michelle move into their new home. And it was a beautiful 2-story home that we completely furnished, ceiling to floor,
Yes.
and stacked, and every room. It was just incredible. We gathered a number of volunteers who were so thrilled to be able to do this for you. They fell in love with Gia like we did. They wanted to make her Christmas miracle come true. And she got a princess bedroom, and we got new bedding, and we got old bathroom stuff,
Yes.
and microwaves and televisions and couches and throw rugs and a stacked junk food cabinet, which I believe you really liked, right? Did you like the junk food cabinet?
I like the toys the most.
You love the toys the most. We did a Christmas tree for you. We did tons of gifts for you that year. Remember that? Your iPod, your new clothes, and new clothes for mom, and all kinds of fun stuff.
Yes,
Tell me,
so amazing.
were you excited when you knew your wish was going to be granted?
Yes.
And what did you think about all the people who came that day and helped make your house your home?
I was excited.
You were. Did you like the princess bedroom they did for you?
Yes.
And I believe, did they do a little library for you too? Because you're a big reader.
Yes.
Yeah? Are you reading some of those books?
Yes.
I'm so happy for you. And you so deserved it, Gia. And let me wrap it up here because I want to come back after our commercial break, and I want to talk about what has transpired since Bianca's Kids has granted your wish. Sound good? You're going to talk with us, Miss Gia? You are?
Yes.
Very good. This episode of Bianca's Kids is brought to you by Advanced Body Technologies in Hamilton, New Jersey. Stay with us. After the break, we'll bring you some more information about the aftermath of Giovanna's wish. Be right back.
In a world where bankers have lost all interest, where robots and fat cats rule our fortunes, one woman
Hi.
will stand up and strive to do the impossible. Be treated like a person. Friends and neighbors will join her quest. Ordinary people will band together against the forces of corporate greed. And together they will form Philadelphia Federal Credit Union, already in a neighborhood near you.
Imagine the finest hand-selected USDA prime steak you'll ever have. The freshest line-caught seafood, our Wine Spectator award-winning wine list, and soul-satisfying desserts. Bring that together with the perfect date, the winning business deal, a memorable family celebration. Welcome to Rod's Steak and Seafood Grill in nearby Morristown, New Jersey. Bring your appetite and feed your passion.
Your credit score is yours, and at Experian Credit Expert, we want to help you really use it. With access to helpful Experian experts over the phone and online, we can help you use it to get a better idea of what info the banks have on you. Use it to get more choice of mortgages. Use it to make your money go further. Take the next step to improving your financial future with your free 30-day trial at experian.co.uk.
Here at Freppi's Tex-Mex, you can definitely taste the freshness in our food. You should definitely come to Freppi's because it's a great place. You can bring your family, very kid-friendly. All my servers are amazing, friendly people. Everyone here is just happy to serve, and I think it shows. The thing that sets us apart is the quality and freshness of our food. And I think once you try it, you'd be coming back. I'm Joe DeSario, co-owner of Freppi's Tex-Mex in Plainfield, New Jersey.
Hey there, everybody. This is Scott Tanker, host of Lunch with the Boss on RadioVisionNetwork.com. I want you to visit me each and every Thursday from 12:30 to 1 o'clock, where we have special guests talking about the dynamics between employees and employers. We talk about their business. We let our audience know, that's you folks, what these businesses are all about and how we can make the working environment better, while at the same time learning about local businesses here in the Delaware Valley. So, I'm host of Lunch with the Boss. My name is Scott Tanker. I want to see you here every Thursday from 12:30 to 1 o'clock. Be there, be square. Thanks a lot.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
And we are back with Gia and Michelle talking about a wish that Bianca's Kids granted for 7-year-old Gia at the time, which was a wish for a home. Gia is a shining star to all of us at Bianca's Kids, as is Michelle. What we were talking about before the break is that Gia submitted a wish back in December of 2013 when her and her mom, Michelle, were homeless. And Gia's wish was for a home. And by some grace of God and divine intervention, all of the planets aligned, and Bianca's Kids was able to assist Michelle and Gia move into a home a few days before Christmas in 2013. We were able to provide the family with essentially everything they needed when they moved into the home and set them up for success. And we're so incredibly happy we did. And one of the reasons why I wanted to bring you on, Michelle, is because to this day, Bianca's Kids has been providing basic needs and granted wishes to kids since 2010. So we are moving into our 5th year, yet our wish for you and Giovanna remains the number one wish that people ask us about as far as follow-up and how you guys are doing. So I wanted to talk a little bit about, where you are. Listen, Michelle, anybody that can, raise a child is respectable, and at the time Gia was on the honor roll for years. She's a great student, she's a kind and sweet child, and everybody realized that right away. So we knew that, this is a dedicated mom, that you're such an incredible mother, and, going to school while you're living in a homeless shelter. I mean, you were our inspiration when we met you. And so since then, you've graduated and got your certificate now?
Yes.
And what is it in?
It's in cardiovascular technology.
And so
But actually technician. Yes.
You like that? You like the medical
yes,
field?
I fell in love with it, yes.
And were you just doing some work over at Cooper
Oh,
Hospital?
an externship. I finished my
extern-
externship in Cooper. It was amazing there.
You
I
enjoyed
loved
the
it, and I loved the
experience?
team. I very much learned and enjoyed the experience.
That's so good. So you this is what you want to do now?
Yes, I always wanted to do work at Cooper. This is what I wanted to do. I'm so passionate about it. It's so much. It's so amazing. It's just I'm lost for words. So much I've learned since I went to school.
And it doesn't shock me that you've chosen a trade where you're helping others. That
Always
is so you.
Natural caregiver in me, I guess.
Yes. And Giovanna, tell me what you're up to these days, because a lot of the Bianca's Kids supporters always ask us, how is that beautiful little girl who got her wish for a home? What is she up to these days? So tell me, how was your school year? You did well in school? You always do. I don't even need to ask that question. What grade are you going into in the fall?
I'm going to 4th grade.
4th grade. You are getting
so
big. I know, it's so big. You're almost ready for middle school. Are you excited about 4th grade? Perfect.
Yeah.
And what else are you doing? Because I speak with Mom frequently, and she told me that you have a new hobby/talent. What is it that you're doing?
I'm doing the drill team.
The drill team?
What is the name of the drill team?
It's called
Camden Sophisticated Sisters?
yes.
Excuse me, Camden's Sophisticated Sisters?
Yes.
I love everything about that, and you are a sophisticated sister, so you're
Yes.
perfect for that drill team.
Yes.
And did how often do you do is it something you do after school, twice a week? When do you practice for drill?
I do it after school.
And how often does she practice for that, Michelle?
Oh, from Monday through Thursday.
Wow.
From long hours in Kepi. They just had a showcase. From Monday through Thursday from 5 in the afternoon to 8 at night.
Wow, so it's
Yeah,
a major
they have
commitment.
a lot of functions, a lot of events coming up, a lot of parades, and a lot of big things they're doing.
I'm
and
doing the Puerto Rican parade.
Oh,
and the
yes.
Colombia parade.
Yes, Miss Wawa is so amazing. I wanted her to do something. I didn't want her hanging out on the streets,
Perfect.
and picking up habits or anything. I just
Absolutely.
wanted her to go somewhere, and it's a great foundation. Miss Wawa is helping kids every day, and it's not just for girls. They also have a drum line, percussion drum line also.
Beautiful.
And there is a girl that's in the drum line also, and they're really excelling at what they do, and they really amazing.
I am so proud of you.
Yes.
I'm so proud of both of you. I'm so glad that this opportunity gave you a jump start, and to be able to check in with you a year and a half later.
Thank you.
And see that you guys are doing so incredibly well, and
Yes.
you've been able to maintain everything since. You guys
Yes.
were not, obviously you stayed out of the shelter, you've
Yes.
excelled,
Yes.
certification,
Yes.
school, you have her in extracurricular activity.
Yes.
I mean, that is just, we couldn't ask for more than that.
I just got to study for my certs.
You got to study for your certs
Yes, in a few months, and then I can be certified. Then I can go anywhere. Awesome.
Just be great.
Yes, yes.
My gosh.
So amazing, and thank you so much. By the grace of God and this organization, I just want to thank you
Oh.
so much. I have everything.
Just want to remind everybody that today's episode of BK Talk was brought to you by Advanced Body Technologies in Hamilton, New Jersey. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Here, we have an attractive orange and a distinguished apple. The two similar, but opposites. Theory, a wingman is needed, or perhaps a wing lemon. A friend to the orange and an acquaintance to the apple, the lemon brings the two opposites together. See, with a little fresh thinking, the universe can be surprisingly smooth.
When we make Beyond Natural dry dog and cat foods, we start with real meat as the first ingredient. We leave out corn, wheat, and soy. And
We own where our dry food is made. 100%. Can other brands say all that? For nutrition you can trust and your pet will enjoy. Does your food go beyond? Learn more at purinabeyond.com.
Fitzpatrick's. Deli Dine for breakfast and lunch. And at night, Gourmet Dine for dinner with entrees and specialty sandwiches including certified black Angus cuts of beef and wild-caught seafood, plus catering options for specialty events. Since 1989, Fitzpatrick's, your hometown place with upscale tastes.
Apple Ridge is about freedom. Apple Ridge is about community. Apple Ridge is about home. Apple Ridge, everything you want, more than you expect. Welcome to your new neighborhood. Apple Ridge Senior Living. Enjoy a maintenance-free, affordable luxury lifestyle today. Visit appleridgeseniorliving.com and find out more about the Apple Ridge experience.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sidney Cohen. I'm a psychologist in New Jersey. I'm the host of a show called Heading in the Right Direction, which will be appearing on internet TV station Radio Vision Network. It's a show that's going to cover a wide range of psychological subjects. I think you'll be very interested in the subjects. I'm also going to have the opportunity to send me emails, ask me some questions. I'll answer questions, and I very much look forward to you tuning in. I'm very excited to do this. Thank you.
Today's show has been sponsored by Farmers Insurance in Voorhees, New Jersey. To protect your assets and the people you love, call Mike Skoranek, your local Farmers Insurance agent, at 856-336-2553.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, dum, bum, 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 bum.
And we're back with Gia and Michelle, and a couple things. So before we leave, I want to make sure that we are promoting your upcoming events, Miss Gia. You told us you're going to be, your drill team will be at the Puerto Rican Parade and the Colombian Parade in Camden this weekend, this Saturday and Sunday. Yes. So if you head out to Camden and you're participating, or you're going to be going to watch any of the parades, be on the lookout for our rising star Gia this weekend. And Michelle, for you, I would like you to just sort of leave everybody with what you would say to somebody that was in your position back in 2013 before we met you. And if you have any words for people who are, stuck in that situation, what would they be?
I would say don't let your past determine who you are today, and keep on, no matter what, keep on going strong. Find something, whether you want to go back to school, read a book, self-help books, church, anything to take up some of your time to get some of the, the bad things off your mind.
And to help
to help you,
guide you. Yeah.
Yes, persevere, and just,
I take it you're a very spiritual person.
Yes, I am. I love my God.
I love mine too.
I love him so much.
Oh, that's great. And,
yes.
and everybody's, whatever your faith is,
yes.
For most people it is what can get you through the hard times in life, and is evident with Gia and Michelle. And in the difficult times that, I've been through as well with, losing Bianca and other members of my family. It was my faith that brought me through. So whatever it is that guides you, Michelle's advice is so vital, and that is to not let your past or your mistakes prohibit you from looking forward to a bright future. Where you're at now does not indicate where you're going to be. There's always a solution, and I'm so glad that Bianca's Kids was able to be a part of yours, and I hope to just continue to check in with you and see you strive, because we love you. We love you too, Miss Gia. We love you. At this point, I'd like to talk a little bit and end our show this week telling you how you can submit a wish to Bianca's Kids. Please know that wishes can be for a child aging from the ranges of 0 to 18, and the struggle is really irrelevant to us, whether your child or it's a child of a friend of yours, or you're a clergy member that knows of a child from the ages of 0 to 18 that are struggling due to emotional, physical, or financial reasons. And if you'd like us to bring joy to those kids, submit a wish on biancaskids.org. It's www.biancaskids.org. Under the Granted Wish tab, you could fill out the fields there. And if you're willing to certify that the information you're providing is true, we're certainly willing to consider your wish for you. No wish is too big or too small, but obviously the more affordable the wish, the more chances you have of it being granted for you. I hope that this Christmas will prove to be another great one for you guys. I know that you made it great. You made our Christmas in 2013 the best ever. You still remain one of our favorite wishes of all time. I'm so happy and I'm so grateful that you could be here with me today. Thank you so much. And this will provide a lot of our supporters out there who are always asking us how Michelle and Gia are doing today. Now you know. They're doing amazing thanks to your support. I hope you join us next week. Thanks, everybody. Take care.